So part 2, they cut it off. I told him I didn't want to get passed around to other men, and because I had realized that I was being gang raped. But they got a real slick way to cover up how they doing it. And so he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be there for you, and they got a train coming, and I really don't give a fuck, because just listen to my voice then, because they don't want the information being released about what they doing, what they out here doing. But I had a vision at that budget tail end that he brought me to, because they had the window cracked open on the blinds, and I could not stop the people from looking inside or trying to look in my room, and they just kept being outside my room bothering me. Like, they wasn't, how you gonna give me a room somewhere and let them do gang stuff to me in the room, and that week he didn't give me no food. And then see, the week before that, he gave me some food. He had just moved me in there and gave me some money for food and clothes. But then, like, making me think, and then he told me he was gonna help me get my ID, so I could get on my feet. And he just got sex out of me. And then the next week he was trying to make me have sex with him, like I had to, like, I'm pregnant and I need help, and I don't want to go to these men for help. But I was crying in that room at the budget sale on Memorial Drive. They got the black men coming out and following me out that motel room. Like I was telling y'all, the man with the orange shirt, he had got out and followed me. And the man, they got them all over, gang member on the 3rd floor looking down, watching me limping up the street today. All the gang members in that hotel was watching. All the gang members, hold on, just stay with me, because that loud ass train. All of the gang members that was watching me from, well, not all of them, but a lot of them was watching me from the budget tail end, watching the street as I was limping up with my feet busted today, because they had staged it for him not to help me, for D'Angelo not to help me no more. And he over here not giving me food or bus fare, and he claimed he was gonna help me, and he made me have sex with him. And that's what they've been doing, they gangs. And the state think that they not gonna help me from the time that I was released from the jail. Like, help me get into shelter for domestic violence. You drop the charges, you know the truth about my case, I qualify for HUD, I deserve to get my son back. They know I'm pregnant, and they still denying me medical care. And they still making me go with gang members, and the state is making me do it because Marta is working with the gangs, and the police is hiring, even helping some of them get charges dropped to do stuff to me. So basically, I don't like to be the accusing type, but I'm just telling the truth about what they're doing. It's sad. That's why I want to be rescued, and I don't ever want to see their faces again. But so basically, I was crying. I was like, God, what's going on? I know I'm pregnant. I could feel this baby moving, and they watching my videos and trying to stop the baby from moving. They doing wickedness. And then so I had said, like, to God, I was crying. I was like, God, please, I don't know. Like, I was like, I'm pregnant. I know I'm pregnant, because he been showing me from the jail that I was pregnant when they was starving me, and then even he been showing me that. And so I was like, damn, but they lying at hospitals and refusing to give me medical care, and I'm pregnant by a white man. They're refusing. They've been torturing the pregnancy and then threatening my son that I have with the white man. They threatened to kill him, and they won't give him back. They threatened to molest him and rape him, and they won't give him back. And then they're threatening to molest and rape the one that I'm pregnant with, and they're lying and saying I'm not pregnant. And then they're intimidating me, thinking that nobody's gonna come. They've been abusing me in this country my entire life, but they really think right now that, oh, ain't nobody gonna come. There's so many of us involved in this country. Ain't nobody gonna help Andrea. God not gonna help Andrea. Like, and I'm like, y'all got all the evidence about my pregnancy and about my case, and y'all keep on trying to ruin my life. Like, and I was crying, and then God had shown me a vision of me holding this little baby, because I've been pregnant this whole time, and they know it, and I've been getting up wobbling and then trying to protect the baby from them, and I've been knowing I'm pregnant. And so I've been saying I was pregnant even in the jail, and they try to say that they try to start saying, oh, she's not pregnant, she's mental, why they keep starving the baby, why they keep trying to stop me from developing, why they keep trying to stop me from getting medical care, and it's still alive. alive, and then the baby had been growing when I was eating, and then so now they starving me and making the baby bump shrink, and it's making me angry, it's making me hostile. They laughing and knowing why I'm getting upset because you trying to starve my baby bump. Like, why would you do something like that? Why would black people be so wicked to help these white people do that? And then they got the white girls walking past me looking at my stomach to see if the black people starve my stomach enough. And so God had showed me this little baby, and it was a little light-skinned baby, looked just like my firstborn, exactly like his father. And the little baby had been in my womb since 2018 in the jail when I was asking for help, and they never did give me medical care. And then when I got out, they just sent me with gang members, and the gang members was feeding me, but then they started trying to starve me because the baby started growing, and I guess they thought they had just starved me enough to where it was gonna not grow. But I don't know. I don't know what their intentions was, because God did say they were trying to steal the baby too, so I don't know what all their intentions was as far as the starvation tactics, but I know they wanted to keep my baby bump from showing, like to discredit me, and that's what they doing right now. They'll send me on walks and make me have to leave somebody's house with no bus fare, walking miles and miles, losing off any metabolism or any fat deposits, and then with this little bitty small baby bump, and they all swarming around following me for the baby, because they know that I am pregnant. And then God has shown me this. I'm so scared because they won't stop. And I want to be like, oh, I hate these people. Y'all know how I go. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of hearing myself have to cry like that because of the wickedness of mankind, because of the wickedness of people. And then Keisha Lance Bottoms is getting on the news pretending like she's fighting crime. No, you're not. No, you're fucking not. But that was right after I called her out and said that why not put real people of God in those positions instead of allowing wicked women like Keisha Lance Bottoms to be in the position and then pretend like you fighting crime. You're not fighting crime, because it's a crime to deny a pregnant woman shelter in your city. It's a crime I ain't got to confirm my pregnancy with you, but I'm pregnant and God know I'm pregnant, and it's a crime to deny me shelter. It's a crime to deny me food. It's a crime to make me go with gang members. It's a crime to take me into one of your shelters and then stage to put me out just to try to make it seem like you did give me shelter, and then y'all had me out here with gangs. And that shit made me want to fucking cry, man. It made me want to cry, for real. And then she over there talking about she trying to fight crime in her city. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if you were trying to fight crime in your city, you would have been like, let's give Andrea Jones somewhere to stay finished and working on her evidence to her case, and then she can go back out there to Texas to see if her baby is alive, like what God said. But instead, you want to be wicked and go run up behind these wicked white women and then let them pull these operations on me. Do you know what kind of men is pulling these operations on me? Yes, they're gang members, and they the type of men that they don't give a damn. They think about their little plans that they come up with, and then when they plan don't succeed, they get very angry because they not going against me. They going against Jesus, and they know it. This is the Black Freemasons, this Luciferian cult I was telling y'all about. That's where all the black gangs fall up under, and that fall under the white Masons, and then it fall under Satan, and then the women fall up under them. It's more so of the whatever they call themselves, mostly I heard Eastern Stars, but I don't know anything else. But I'm just being honest, you know what I'm saying? These people feel like their power is in wickedness, and then they trying to fight Jehovah, they trying to fight Jesus, because Jesus is on my side. He was fighting for me when they were trying to murder me in the jail. He was knocking them out. Boom, boom, boom. He was abusing her son. Like, he was knocking them out. He was like, hell no, that's why she shot the gun. He was like, she not guilty. They was in there trying to kill me in the jail for shooting the gun. And they was trying to kill the baby that I'm pregnant with in the jail for shooting the gun. And God was like protecting me and the baby. So for me to be out, and he been fighting for me this whole time about everything they've been trying to do to me since I've been out, and then to see them sit over here and stage to have me outside several times. I'm outside, and then I need to release evidence, and then I'm pregnant, and I'm tired of these folks, because you're not fighting me, you fighting God. And the more that they know that they fighting God and they Satanists, the more they abusing me. So I'm asking to be rescued, because you fighting Jehovah and Jesus. You're not fighting me. So of course they fighting full force to try to win against the Lord. And he showed me this little baby in my arms, And the baby had plastic wrap all over the arms from being in my womb so long that the skin was very, very, very sensitive on the baby, that the baby had to have wrap. And they got me out here laying on a platform calling themselves Satanists, calling themselves worshiping white people, doing me like this because of my ethnicity and because I protected myself from a white man. And then they over here lying about my pregnancy, thinking they gonna steal the baby, talking about what they gonna do to my baby, talking about they gonna do all this stuff to my baby. Then they over there trying to call me crazy for telling the truth that I'm pregnant still and telling the truth about what they doing. Hell no. And Father God, I ask that you break the power of anybody saying that I'm crazy, because I'm not. I'm the same mother, because most women would have did a whole bunch of crazy stuff with what all they doing to me. They would have been lost their cool, like straight up and down, about my son, about my pregnancy, about my house, about them leaving me outside, about them trying to mess with my evidence, about these black men coming in and intimidating me. I need guards, okay? I need security. I need women or men, it does not matter. I need you to guard me and be my security, because they are allowing these black gang members to follow me.